Here we go with Quest 8, Belorn's Mine. Zargon has blocked the main passage to the east gate. It is written in lore tome that another passage leads through Belorn's mine to the gate. This mine was once the richest of all. The tunnels have long since abandoned and are likely to collapse. Monsters often wander through the mine, searching for the gold that was hidden there. You must find the wooden exit door leading out of the mine. So here we go. So, we start off with Open Says Me to begin things off in this corner. So now, what we see down this way, Barbarian is just going to take one step in, search for both down this way. Really doesn't see anything, but we do see a door like right here. So what we're going to do then is search for traps down both ways. So technically there's one that trap right here, so I'm going to go and send the rogue down to, and let's see here, search down that way. Doesn't see anything. He'll search for traps, so there's one down there, so we'll get this one done first, disarm that, then he goes down to this one, scouting party, takes one. So, rogue takes one. Looks like I might have to start getting new character sheets because these are starting to get worn out. So he's down to 4. So now he's going to move back, and then there's one right in here. So he's going to hold. Don't want to get too far ahead because we lucked out and we haven't found any monsters. So what we're going to do, and then we'll send the barbarian down just in case there are monsters this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're going to get the march in order. So then roll again for the barbarian. So 12. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we see door right there. And then our first catch of the day. 3 orcs. Right there. There. And right there. So barbarian is now going to attack that first orc. In fact, he's going to take the 2 steps that way. Still has some movement speed. He's got 4 attack dice with a battle axe. There's 2. Now time to get the cheat sheet for the orc. Has 2 defend dice. Not defend, so he takes care of that one. Up next, we'll move the elf. So 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to attack that orc with the longsword. Nothing. Let's move the rogue. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll move him right here. He'll attack diagonally with his like a rapier, and he gets opportunistic striker. I keep forgetting about that. So there's 1 defended. So now we move the wizard. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's the orc's turn. So this first orc's going to step up and attack the barbarian. He's got 3 attack dice. 2. But the barbarian has 6 defend dice. 1. Barbarian takes 1, so he's down to 7. So now this next orc is going to attack the elf. The elf has 6 defend dice as well, so there's 2. He defends 1, but he takes 1, so now he's down to 5. So now we're back to the heroes. So the barbarian is going to attack that orc with his battle axe. 3. Overkill. Takes all 3 points of damage. Now the elf is going to attack that orc. 1. Defended. So now the rogue opportunistic striker with his rapier. 3 skulls. Yeah, it's overkill. Defended 2 of them, but still takes 1. So boom. So now we're going to search for traps down this quarter, and we don't find any. But there's still this one right there. So like what the elf is going to do, the rogue, and he takes another bobby point. So he's down to 3. So rogue is not looking out at all with like those traps and everything. So what we're now going to do is we're going to set up and search in our first room. So set up. So we open says me, and in this room what we see is 3 more orcs. One right there, one right there, and then one right here. And so now we do see I'm using the secret door, but this one is an actual trap door. So I'm going to roll to move the barbarian. I'm going to move him in, so 7. So 1, 2, 3. And he's going to attack this orc with 4. I lucked out, did not step on any traps. 1. He defended. Now we're going to move in the elf. So 1, 2, 3. So 4. He's going to attack this orc. 1. He defended. Jeez, these guys are defending good. So now the rogue. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's going to attack that. So dagger, rapier, opportunistic strike. So 2. And then he 2 defended 1, but takes 1. So now the wizard is going to come in, and I forgot to say that like for his spell that ball of flame, he's going to put in like the artifact that lets him like this enables you to cast 1 spell 2 times. So a ball of flame. I'm pretty much going to like with this one, pretty much ball of flame is going to be the go-to one for the spell ring. So, but he's got like I'll use like the ball of flame, the first one. So now orc has 2. This spell may be cast on any one monster, enveloping it in a ball of fire, and inflicts 2 body points of damage. The monster then rolls 2 red dice. For each 5 or 6, the damage is reduced by 1. So he takes 2, so that one bursts into the ball of flame and everything. So now we move to like the remaining orc, and he's going to attack the barbarian for 2. Barbarian has 6 defend dice. Defended 1, takes 1. So now he's down to 6. And so now we move back to the hero. So now it's time for the barbarian. How dare you attack me? So 1, and does not defend, so he gets rid of that orc. So now in this room we're going to do traps and secret doors. There are none to both, but there is that trap door right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to set ourselves up to actually search for treasure, because we definitely need some more gold so we can start buying potions. So first off, we're going to start like a good old like truffle shuffle. So if you don't know what the truffle shuffle is, go watch the 1980s movie The Goonies with Josh Brolin and Sean Astin and like Corey Feldman. So go watch it. So what we're going to do is like a wizard, then the rogue, the elf, and then the barbarian. So we did pretty good this time. So let's see here. We found jewels worth 50. And there's my laundry saying it's done. So gold for 15. We found a potion of warmth, and then another gold for 25. So 75, 80, so 90 gold. So that brings us up to 1025. And then let's see here, potion of warmth should be written down here. Yep, so that brings us up to 3 potions of that. So now we can put these back and do the truffle shuffle again real quick. So this way, set up for next time. So what we're now going to do is the barbarian is going to go through the trapdoor first. So then it instantly teleports him to this room where he finds the other end of the secret door, or the trap door in this room. So, and we only see one orc in this room. So, popping out, seeing the orc, I rage. I'm the typical barbarian, and I'm going to step forward. I did not step on any traps. I'm not going to attack this orc right there with my battle axe. 1. Defended. So now these guys got to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Time for the elf. Oh, that's overkill. Did not defend anything. Boom! Kills that orc. As the barbarian swings and misses overhead, the elf comes in and kind of pokes him with the longsword. So we're going to ask for traps and secret doors in this. There are none, but I will read the note for the trap doors. So both of the trap doors are linked by a tunnel. Any monster, any hero or monster landed in one of these squares immediately moves to the other trap door. The connecting tunnel is dangerous, and any hero moving through it must roll 1 combat die. If they roll a skull, they lose 1 body point. After moving from one trap door square to the other, the hero's or monster turn is over. So I completely ignored that and everything because barbarian raging and everything. So I'm not even going to worry about the 1 body point and everything. So we're going to do the same thing in here. So we're going to cordon off the wizard and then search for treasures. And so I had done the truffle shuffle last time. So wizard, the rogue, the elf, and the barbarian. So we lucked out this time. So we got a couple potions of healing. So there's those. So that brings us, that's 3. I'm going to say that's 5 since my handwriting was bad. So now we got 7. And then potion of magic resistance. So now we got 8 of those. And then another 50 gold pieces. So that brings us up to 1,075. So we're starting to rack in the gold. So maybe we can go on a shopping spree for potions once we're done and out of here. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to kind of rearrange the guys and open says me. So immediately we were struck with an ugly sight. So now time to start getting these guys in order. So there's 1 right there. There's 2. Let's see here. 3 orcs. I got 1 fish lips with abomination right there. And now, let's see here, goblins. The little snotlings. There's 3 of them. So, 1, 2, 3. So there is a note with these guys. So, note B, this group of monsters is looking for the gold. So, we stumbled upon the other adventuring party looking for the gold. So, you're one ugly motherfucker. So, the barbarian is going to attack that first orc for 1. He has 2 defend dice. Defended. So now the orc is going. Now the rogue is going to attack like an opportunistic striker and his rapier. 2. He defended 1 but took 1. So I'm actually going to stay put and make these guys come to me. So I'm going to, like, the fish lips here, the abomination is going to step up and try to attack the barbarian. And so they don't have anything that lets them attack diagonally. So he has 3 attack dice. So he's going to try and attack the barbarian. So 2 skulls, who has 6 defend dice. Defended 2 and takes 1. So he's down to 5. So now you guys can just move up. So now back to the barbarian with his battle axe. 1. Abomination has 3. Takes 1. Now we use the elf with his longsword. 2. And he kills off the abomination. So then I'm going to do the same thing and let them come to me. So then the orc steps up, attacking 1 at a time. So the orc has 3 attack dice. 1. Barbarian has 6 defend dice. Defends. Back to the barbarian, taking care of that orc. So 2. Yep, he took care of that orc. And so now, same deal. Going to make them come out 1 at a time. So this orc attacks the barbarian. 1. Defends. Back to the barbarian. 1. Defend. Now we to the elf. 1. Does not defend. We get rid of that orc. Now it's time to the goblins, so the puny ones. So let's see, the goblins. So this one has 2 attack dice with the barbarian. 1. Defends. Barbarian's turn. So battle axe at 2 is overkill. So now we're going to move out. So the elf is going 1, 2, and he's going to attack this goblin. 1. Does not defend. So roll for the rogue. So yep, 1, 2, 3. He's going to attack that goblin. 2, and that's overkill. So now we're going to search for traps and everything. So, and like we do see down here the actual exit door and everything. So I'm kind of like tempted though, even though we know where the exit is, I want to continue searching for the treasure. So we're going to search, first off, we're going to search for traps and secret doors down this corridor. And the only one is a trap right there. So I'm going to move the rogue down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to get marching order just in case. So barbarian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He does not see anything down here. There's traps right here and right here. So now I'm going to kind of get marching order right here. Roll for the rogue real quick. So, and move him right there to disarm the trap, and disarms it. So I'm not going to worry about this corner down there since there's a couple traps down there. So I kind of want to, I'm going to 1, 2, and then get the marching order and set in order. It's set up. So barbarian 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm not going to worry about rolling. I'm just going to move these down. Next time for the barbarian 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Move them down. So now barbarian. So 4. I'm going to take 1 step and look down this way, and I see our first undead that we've seen in a while right now, the skeleton right here. And we do see another door way the hell down here. So Barbarian's going to step up and then attack good old skeleton with his battle axe. He could use the spirit blade for 4, battle axe for 4, so it doesn't matter. Has 2 defend dice, like exercise in futility. Gets rid of that skeleton. So now we're going to search for secret doors and traps down that quarter, and it's no to both. So what we're going to do is I'm going to roll quickly for the barbarian. So 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to search like I see 1 door right there. There's traps and secret doors. There's a trap right there. I'm going to keep moving. I'm not going to worry about that one down there. So I'm just going to then move in and set up for this door. So I might circle back and get this other door. But right now, since there's no traps down this way, I'm going to set up for this. So now what I'm going to do is say open says me. And let's see here, any more, there's no doors. There's one big ass ugly motherfucker. Let's see, right here. And then there's fish lips right here. And right in front of me. These guys don't like they like to kind of fill up the squares and everything. So we do see 3 treasure chests, so it looks like we have found the treasure room. So there's 1, there's 2, and then there's 3. So what I'm going to do then is the barbarian is going to attack that, as I call them, the fish lips. So I'm going to grab the fish lips, and then we have this gargoyle. So he's going to, barbarian's going to take battle axe and attack the fish lips for 2. He has 3 defend dice. Does not defend, so whoosh, cuts off his head and everything. So gets that one immediately. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to let these monsters come to me. So the gargoyle is going to take his turn first and move up and then attack the barbarian. So he's got 4 attack dice. 3 skulls. So now barbarian has 6 defend dice. Defends 2, takes 1. He's down to 4. So now we're back to the heroes. So first off, we'll have the barbarian attack the gargoyle. So with his battle axe, 2. The gargoyle has 5 defend dice. Did not defend a single one, so that's 2 out of the 3 body points he takes. So now what we're going to do is rogue, opportunistic striker, dagger, and then the rapier. 2. Gargoyle has 5 defend dice. Does not defend a single one, so takes 2 body points, had 1 left. So that one's left. Gone. So 2 attacks. Now what we're going to do is let that fish lips come to us. He's going to attack the barbarian for 3, and he got 1. Barbarian defends, so now it's the barbarian's back to the barbarian's turn with 4 skulls and like 3 defend dice. Defended 2 and takes 2, so takes 2 body points and boom. So now I'm going to step in there, and luckily I did not step on any traps right there, but there are a number of traps. Like so basically right here, here, and here, and then the treasure chests are trapped too. So Rogue is going to step in and check that one. He takes 1. He's sucking it up. So he's down to 2. So then, like, what the wizard is going to do is he is going to cast water of healing to heal the rogue, who's now back up to 5 because he had 3 out of the 4. So now I'm going to attempt to disarm these ones. Nope, there's 1, and then the second one. So that I'm just going to like cheat and say that the water of healing healed that one too and everything. So now what we're going to do is, of course, we have to disarm all the ones one at a time here. So first one, there's 1, 2, and then that one. So he takes just 1 body point of damage with all those. I'm probably going to have to get something better. So that's 6. So he's back down to 4. So what I'm going to then do is just like search this one real quick. So the note on this says, the gargoyle in this room is alive and ready for battle. The 3 chests in this room have poisonous gas traps on them. If a hero searches for treasure before all traps have been disarmed, one at a time, all heroes in the room lose 2 body points. In each chest contain 200 gold coins. So I, in a sense, cheated yet again. It was supposed to be 2. But at this point, since I found the treasure, I'm kind of like tempted to just like leave and everything. So, but first off, we can still search for like a treasure. So like I'm going to then get the lizard in the corner and stuff and the disarmed ones. I'm going to like well, that one was disarmed one. So set it up so that way the barbarian had searched for the treasure and found the 600 gold. So I'm going to mark that. So that brings us up to 1675. And now we can search for treasure. So like 3 more times and everything. So do a quick truffle shuffle. So now 1, 2, and 3. So we looked out yet again for treasure. So potion of warmth. I'll go over this one again real quick. This miniature jug is warm to the touch. Drinking the potion immediately after suffering damage from ice storm or chill spells, or from ice faults or icy rivers, restores 2 lost body points. Drinking it any other time restores only 1 lost body point. So potion of warmth, that's up to 4. So we got another potion of healing. So let's see here. That's the red dice one. Yes, so now we've got 8 of that. The gem is worth 35. So 1675 to 1710. So 1710. And then that door right down here and everything, like, is the wooden door. So dwarven symbols on this door indicate that it leads to the east gate. So we've pretty much found the treasure. We found our escape route. So this one was relatively a straightforward one. So now there were other rooms that we could have searched. So there's this like a corner one. I totally like since we had gone down. Yeah, so I had like completely missed this door, because like this is where we started, so I completely forgot to put that on, and so we bypassed it completely. But there's only like a mummy and skeleton in there, and then of course there's like those 2 like jail cells that have like a bunch of like undead in there. So I'm pretty much gonna call it, as you can tell, I call it quits here, and like we make our escape into like a quest 9. So relatively a straightforward one this week and everything. So we made out with the gold, we made out the exit, and so like next week we're going to like do quest 9, the east gate. So that's next week, and so next week I might actually start it off seeing if it's worth buying any potions right off the bat, or if we could just continue moving forward. So here is pretty much the finish of quest 8, Belorn's Mine.